year for being on. Both of these have to go on. Yeah.
Okay.
So it just goes to the year. Same with that one.
Just straight up?
Yeah.
And is this you?
Yeah, I guess it's.
And this is me? Oh yeah, I can hear me. All right.
Wrestling fans would also like to take this opportunity to thank some of our sponsors. Dr. Martin Cleve, Tours of Vancouver, SFU Wrestling, the Pacific National Exhibition in the province of BC, Subway, BC Fury, Dipper Social Media, Team Sales, and Hollow Sports Technology.
Okay, so what are you doing and what am I doing?
Well,
Are we going to sort of do you want to one announce or one say who's coming and then you do the next one, but then we just jump in and talk about it. And whoever's announcing that, should that person be the key? Oh, the points are scored, and then the other person kind of adds input?
sure.
Want to do
do
that way?
that, yeah.
Do you want me to do the heavyweight?
Sure. You can take it.
No, that makes sense because then I get all the heavies. Oh no, you get 110 right there. There you go.
What's the difference between that? I didn't think we had 110, and that's women's again. So
Yeah.
they don't call it heavyweight.
Oh, that's funny. Okay. All right, Tom. Tom, can you hear me?
I can.
Awesome.
I'm trying to kill him. I want to kill this guy. He's threatening me
Oh no.
so many times.
Well, before you do that, what BC High School Championships is this? What number? Like 50th, 40th, you know?
It's over 50.
Yeah.
I think I did it in 2016. So 2016, we did 17, 18, 19, 20, and then it's
And what was it in 16?
50.
Okay, so it's 50, 1, 2, 3, 4, 55. 55th
Extra what? Extra Mitchell.
Annual BC High School Wrestling Championships.
Greg should be in there somewhere
Yeah,
too.
Greg's,
I'm in there.
off to
I'm
the
on the
left.
left right there, right up top, yeah.
Just want to make sure you guys understand how to work this.
Yeah, let's show me, please. It looks like we have it on right now. We can hear ourselves.
That's 130 kilos boys and 43 kilo girls.
All right. What's your weight class? 48?
Yes.
All right, I'm not sure if we're on camera right now, but Tom, how are you doing today? Tom Petrosyan, 48 kilo Olympian for Canada, 1992. My teammate, great to have you here at the 55th annual BC High School Wrestling Championships. Great to have you here, Tom.
Well, thanks, Greg. Excited to be here after 2 years of COVID. Great to see the sport back on its feet, and excited to see the competition today.
Right, and first up on our mat here is 130 kilos. What we're going to be seeing in red is Karen Mayhill from Panorama Ridge and Jorwar Dinsa from WJ Mowat.
Starting with the big boys on our first match here on mat number 2. Kicking things off.
All right. All right, we have 2 3-minute rounds. Are we going 3 rounds now? Just 2. They change every year. All right. We're going to get started here. 130 kilos in red. Karen Mayhill from Panorama Ridge. And he is up against Jorwar Dinsa.
First set of matches. Coming up on mat number 1 is the 48 kg male division. In red, representing Duncan Christian, Joaquin Dalton Pereira. And in blue, representing Eugene Weimer, Gershar Johal. On mat number 2, it's the 130 kg male division. Representing Panorama Ridge in red, Karn Hill. And in blue, representing WJ Mowat, Jorwar Dinsa.
Both our wrestlers come from strong pedigrees of wrestling, both in grade 12, both with 12 years of wrestling.
Yeah, well, Karen, he won this in the last championships in 2020. We're getting a little bit of feedback. So here we go. 130 kilos. Karen Mayhill from Panorama Ridge in red. And that should be 1 point. 1 point for going out of bounds, stepping out of bounds for red. That's for Karen. He's the past champion here from 2020. There wasn't a championships in 2021 because of COVID, but he is the defending heavyweight champion. What he's going to be doing is putting a bunch of pressure on, holding his arm, trying to push him out, get him to step out and score a point, and tire him out, from which he'd probably pull him down and try to capitalize. But I see that Jorwar is not going to have anything of it. He's pushing back. 2 big guys, 130 kilos.
And Jorwar is coached by Jim Mitchell and the Dinsa brothers, while Karen is coached by Andy.
Great.
Both wrestlers still trying to figure each other out here. Not a lot of points at this point in the match.
Still 1-0 with 1:45 left in the match. Oh, they're scrambling around and it looks like no points yet because they're on their knees, even though that Dinsa's out of bounds. There's going to be no points awarded. Well, are they going to? They are going to. Yep, they did give points on that.
Halfway through
Mayhill.
round number 1 here, 2-0 for Karen Mayhill.
I'm sure these two have wrestled against each other quite a bit this year, either through club championships and some of the other championships throughout the year. Oh, and Mayhill tried to take a shot. Good defense there by Dinsa. Oh, he's trying for a throw, and it looks like they might give him points. It's really close. That was really close there. I would be throwing in that red brick if my athlete didn't score. Now they're giving 2 points actually for Mayhill, feeling that he has control on top. That was really close to a 4-pointer, exposing it back, if not at least 2.
Didn't quite get underneath enough to get the full throw for that and the points.
I'd be taking a look at that. I'd be challenging that.
Well, there's no actual score up on the clock, so it's still 2-0 for Red.
Yeah, I guess it was a step out of bounds, so they didn't really give points for control on a takedown. So we got less than 30 seconds to go, and Mayhill, our 2020 heavyweight champion, is up 2-0, and somewhat controlled, but this can change really quickly. So Dinsa was actually the 2020 provincial champion at 90. So we have two former champions here, one at 90 kilos and one at heavyweight. And that's the end of the first period, 2-0 right now for the 2020 heavyweight champion, Karen Mayhill, Panorama Ridge, over the 2020 90 kilo champion, Jorwar Dinsa from WJ Mowat. And you see the with Jorwar Dinsa, obviously Sonny Dinsa is a huge impact in his life, and Sonny was a national champion, also BC high school champion, and also one of the world wrestling entertainment champions.
A long line of wrestling greats coming out of that family.
A long line of wrestling greats coming out of the Indo-Canadian family here in the province here. Lots of great families, lots of great pedigree.
All you have to do is look at the number of years these guys have been wrestling, both 12 for Mayhill and 13 for Dinsa. These guys were wrestling from the young ages of 5 and 6 and right through elementary school into high school.
Yeah.
So this is their swan song for grade 12.
Well, the winner of this championship is probably going to be one contending for gold or silver at the juvenile nationals this year, probably, if not both of them on the podium. We have a very, very successful BC high school success at the Canadian juveniles as well. So it looked like Karen Mayhill in red, who's up by 2, was probably not pushing it enough, and the referee called him for stalling. He's kind of just holding the arm there, just controlling the match, but he's got to do more.
Yeah, the key in wrestling is to be active. Referees want to see both athletes being active, taking shot attempts, and scoring where possible. Anytime there's inaction, they'll eventually call one or both of the athletes for caution.
Now, really,
and we can see here that's happened here with Mayhill being cautioned for inactivity.
Second time. I mean, the only one that's really attempted, well, actually, Mayhill did attempt one shot and Dinsa did attempt a throw, so they're both sort of even there. Yet Mayhill is up by 2 points. All it takes is one takedown, and if this ends in a tie, then whoever scored the last points is going to win.
That's right. You got to be active. With a minute and a half on the line, you don't want to leave it up to chance.
Oh, attempt there, but good defense by Dinsa in blue. He's got to keep moving and try and get the advantage and score some points, because he's going to get called for stalling next. Oh, nice shot attempt. Nice shot attempt. It looks like he might be able to score these points. It looks like they may give the point to red. They might. No, that's because they were both on their knees when they went out. It looks like there might be a point scored. Yes, they are given a point. So Dinsa's got a little bit of an uphill battle now. He's got to score 2 takedowns, or at least 1 takedown and a out of bounds.
But that can happen in a flash, Greg. 1 quick takedown and a turn, he's going to be up.
Yeah.
So
1 takedown
a lot of
is 2
times
points. A push out of bounds is 1 point. A throw to the back is 4 points. A tilt on the ground is 2 points. Let's see how the officials are going to call this. Dinsa's got to do more. He's got to do more. Let's see if he's got that extra tank.
And we're down to the last 30 seconds of the match. Who's going to be crowned the 2022 BC High School champion? At this point, you really got to want it to go after this in the last 20 seconds.
I think that Mr. Dinsa is He's pretty tired out there, and Mayhill from Panorama Ridge feels pretty confident this is going to end his way. Up 3-0, 5 seconds left. He's got to be careful on that.
We'll wait for the score attempt here.
They are going to give 2. It appears, it looks like your 2022 130 kilo male champion is going to be Karen Mayhill from Panorama Ridge, and your silver medalist, Joe Ardinsa from WJ Mowat.
Your winner on mat number 2 in the 130 kg male division, representing Panorama Ridge, in red, Carvajal.
2 big boys for great for high school, I'll say that. What do we have coming up next, Tom?
We've got the 60 kilogram males, Jagvir Grewal from WJ Mowat and Abdul Alchuk from Princess Margaret.
So we have the same coach probably in here from WJ Mowat, as we saw. Unfortunately, his last athlete came second. Let's see if he can be successful this time. At 60 kilos.
Should be a fairly dynamic match between these two. We've got Abdul from Surrey. He's a grade 12 student. And then we've got Jagvir from WJ Mowat, also grade 12. Has been wrestling for 10 years in the red.
None of these athletes placed in 57 or 60 last time, so none of them placed in the top. There we go. Coming up. What do we got going on here, Tom? Tom Petrosyan, 92 Olympian, 48 kilos. Greg Edgelow, 90 kilos Olympian, 1992. Glad to be here.
Excited to be here.
BC High School Wrestling Championships.
Yes, and we've got our next match at 60 kilograms for the males. We've got Jagvir Grewal out of Abbotsford, WJ Mowat, and his opponent in the blue is Abdul Alchuk from Princess Margaret in the grade 12 student. Same with Jagvir, both grade 12 students here, so in their first final together. Although Jagvir's got a couple other provincial championships under his belt, both the 2018 and 19 provincial champions, so should be an interesting match between these two. And we've got Jagvir here trying to tie up his opponent, both fighting for hand position. Trying to take advantage and score first, get the jump on their opponent. Oh, a bit of a wild shot there by Abdul. He's going to score the first 2 points for blue.
And he's working hard trying to get a turn there, score another 2 points.
He's got quite Jagvir Grewal has got quite the pedigree here. I mentioned the two former provincial championships that he's won, but also the 2019 cadet national champion and the 2022 age class champion without giving up a point.
Looks like he was 60 kilos in 2019 as well. Oh, looking for takedown there.
Nice takedown. He's got the ankles laced. 2 points there. So the referee. So we've got a 4-2 score for red. So lots of action very quickly in the first half of this match, Greg. Abdul is also a former provincial champion in grade 10 out of Saskatchewan.
Yeah, that's why we probably haven't seen him in the system here a few years back, 2020, which was our last championship. Oh, nice. Nice takedown. That was a great switch.
And we got Jagvir up 6-2 over Abdul. Going for that ankle lace again, which worked for him the first time around.
That was one of my bread and butters. I love that move.
One of those great moves that you can score multiple times.
Yes.
And end a match really quickly if you're able to catch your opponent off guard.
So Jack Grill's looking at trying to come back. Does go behind, score those two. So if we get to actually a 10-point spread between scores, it's called a superior decision, and the match is over.
Automatically over, and that could be it right here.
That was close. They were looking for a fall.
The last turn.
That's a 10-point spread.
So we've got a 3-time provincial champion, Jagvir Grewal out of Abbotsford, and W.J. Mowat.
And his coach is Jim Mitchell, who is actually the head tournament director here. Long-time coach, long-time volunteer, long-time official, probably 45 years.
Been at it a long time, since we wrestled.
Looks more than 45 years, but certainly it's around that.
No, he's a great man, does a lot for the sport, so really excited that he's still involved.
Congratulations, Jim. As he walks by us. That's a three-time champion. Three-time champion there for Abbotsford.
That was an excellent match. Really showed his superiority in that match.
Yeah.
Took a little bit of time to kind of, get the action going, but once he did, couple quick takedowns and some turns. That last takedown ended up scoring 6 points off of it.
Yeah. Well, Jagvir, who just won that, he's also a 2019 cadet champion. And so he would have gone out of cadets probably in 2020. It would have been juvenile. So it would be interesting to see how well he does this year at the Nationals. I think that he's on his way to becoming a national medalist at each of the next weight classes. He's going to be juvenile, junior, and obviously if he keeps going, he'd love to be senior level medalist at the national championships.
And all the best to any of the athletes who move on from these provincial championships on to the next level at the national level.
And also to our silver medalist, Abdul El Sheikh from Princess Margaret. You know what? I remember placing third in grade 11, and I knew I was coming back and won it in grade 12. So, you know what? Anything can change from one year to another. Lots of opportunity for these kids to go on and have great wrestling careers.
That's right.
All right, what do we got next? We got 110-kilo females coming up. Jessica Nakahara from Ladysmith and Sean Perkins from Queen Elizabeth. Queen Elizabeth is doing pretty good. No, that was Princess Margaret, actually. I saw, not Elizabeth. So we got that coming up in just a few moments.
And Sean Perkins is coached by another SFU alum, Simon Kissinger, former teammate of mine from Simon Fraser University, and now coaching. Has been out at QE for most of his career, I think 20 plus years.
Wow, long time. So this is the 55th. This is the 55th annual. I'll just wait. Looks like we're going to do a medal ceremony right now.
they do it right there.
In fourth place from Elphinstone, Ethan Sullivan.
That's really weird.
In third place from Abbotsford Middle School, Akon Sahuna. In
Really
second
weird.
place from Eugene Reimer Middle School, Gershar Johal.
People on this side here can't get photos.
And your champion of the 48 kg men's division from Duncan Christian School, Joaquin Dalton Pereira. Congratulations once again to all our 48 kg male participants. With the awards being presented by Olympian Jeff Tui.
Oh, did he say Olympic silver medalist or not?
Olympians.
On the north side of the gym, it'll be the presentations.
Like this had never happened in any other sport. They give Jeff Tui walking around as a silver medalist. Chris Rinke's probably here, another medalist, and not. I wonder if Justin's here.
No, it's the regionals for the men's side.
Regionals?
Colorado, I think. Yeah.
What kind of regional? Oh, for university.
The women were last weekend.
Oh, yeah. And the female. What about the female? The girl that from BC here that won the juvenile worlds, right? Junior worlds, right?
Was that Alex? I think it was her last name. She has a sister.
I wonder if they got her out here.
No, she's probably wrong. Team members are here, so.
They should be bringing out the national team members, the junior national teams, the national team members, and the Olympians.
We have the podiums on both sides.
I just don't understand why they did that. They couldn't have just put it on the backside there and the backside there, and then everyone could see.
With awards being presented by Olympian Arjun Ular. In sixth place from Unity Transkade Secondary, Michael Jones Wise. In fifth place from Alberta District Secondary School, Grant Coulthard.
In grade 10, I placed 6th. I was so mad I lost to this guy from Merritt for 5th and 6th, and I beat him a few times that year.
In third place from Tomatoes,
What were you? Your grade 10, 11, 12. What placings?
I won 10, 11, 12.
Oh, did you?
second place from WJ Mowat, Jurmar Dinsa.
Couldn't compete in grade 8 because there wasn't a weight class for me. It was too late.
And your champion
Now I'm
from
injured.
Canada Ridge Secondary,
Grade 10, I was 38 kilos. That was the latest weight class. Different part. Actually, when my grade 10 year, Simon Kitchinger was in the weight. Osman. There was like 5 or 6 guys who all went on to wrestling. We're all in that weight class.
Coming up next on the south end of the gym is our male 41 kg division.
Remember Ben?
Being presented by longtime wrestler Larry Kuparcha.
What was your grade 12 year grade? 84?
In third place in our male 41 kg division.
Yeah, but what year was that?
From Notre Dame Secondary, Quinn Sticka.
I graduated in 87. So.
In second place from Collingwood, Julius Raw.
Your grade 8 was my grade 12.
And your champion from Garibaldi Secondary School, Lucas Bonifazzi.
All right, here we go. All right, my colleague Tom Peterson, 1992 Olympian, 48 kilos in Barcelona, also 3-time BC High School champion. This is the 55th annual BC High School Wrestling Championships 2022. We've got coming up now 110 kilos.
Our female 43 kg division. With awards being presented by World
But it looks like we still have some more awards coming up.
In third place from Maple Ridge Secondary School, Erica Newman.
looks like there was only 2 athletes in this weight class in 2020. All right. All right. This one's mine, Tom. 55th Annual BC High School Wrestling Championships is 2022 at 110 kilos. Jessica Nakahara in red and Sian Perkins from Queen Elizabeth in blue.
Sian's a grade 8 student, her first year of wrestling.
Wow.
Only started wrestling 3 weeks ago.
In blue.
In blue. It's been a very short season for these wrestlers, only having a few weeks to actually get ready for these provincial championships.
Here we go. Let's see. Let's see if how that inexperience plays out. Perhaps that could be a benefit for her. Maybe she just go for it. This is 110 kilos. This is the last weight class of the women's division, not the last, meaning the heaviest.
It is our heavyweight contenders.
Oh, it looks like she's going to try and throw. Looks like she was going to try and throw Sian. She has thrown before. Oh, but there's a takedown for 2 points for Jessica Nakahara from Ladysmith. She's looking for that. Oh, she's going for the fall. She's on top there. And looks, she's going to get it. She gets the fall right away. Nice half Nelson there over Sian Perkins of Queen Elizabeth. Your champion at 110 kilos in red, Jessica Nakahara from Ladysmith. That was fast.
That was fast. And Jessica's pretty excited. You can't blame her.
And you know what? This is Sian's first year of wrestling, and she's already made the final in blue. So she's got a good opportunity to really build on that and contend for the gold next year.
And she's out of a great program out of at Queen Elizabeth there. They've got a great coach in Simon Kissinger and a long pedigree of producing some really good champions.
So she's happy. Jessica's happy. You can see that. Just go home, provincial champion. got a lot of happy wrestlers going on right now. We got a few falls going on as we're watching. We got finals going on either side of our mat.
54 kg female division. In blue, representing Elphinstone, your winner, Alice Clement.
Coming up, we got 110 kilos male.
And we're back for match number 4 on mat number 2, Greg.
All right. 110 kilo males. This is the 55th annual BC High School Wrestling Championships, except for 2021. We did not have this because of COVID.
And we're excited to be back on the mats for the first time in a couple of years. Most of these athletes would have only had a couple of weeks of training at their high schools, but some of these guys.
Look at this. Dylan, first 2 points. Parmavir Dylan from Rick Hansen.
Some of these guys also train at clubs, so they've been able to kind of train throughout at different times based on various lockdown and restriction rules. So they're going to be in a bit better shape, but we got 2 pretty good athletes here coming in at 110 kilos.
So you can see a little bit of a weight difference here. I guess Parmavir Dylan with the red anklet was supposed to wrestle 90 kilos, but he didn't make weight. And they scored. Who did they score this? They scored 4 points right to the back there.
Anytime an athlete takes an opponent from their feet to their back, it's 4 points.
Maybe this was a blessing in disguise for Parmavir and have it wrestling up.
Oh, he's in tough here against
Baldej Mundi, who is a bronze medalist from 2020. And Parmavir Dylan, he's coached by Suchaman. It looks like another 2 points, or was that a miss?
That was 4 points, so that's it.
That was another 4 points. The match is over. That's a superior decision. A 10-point difference means that match is over. Oh, what's happening there? 2 points. Actually, Blue got 2 points there. I thought that there was a 10-point spread there. My error. Yours too.
Yeah, it looked like it was over, but hey, we're back on for a little bit more
we're
action.
Human. Superhuman, but we're human, right?
Very true.
My colleague here, Tom Peterson, 1992 Olympian in Barcelona, 48 kilos.
And my partner, 92 Olympian at 90 kilos.
In Barcelona, both of us teammates.
And both of these guys hoping to go on in wrestling once they're done here at the high school level.
And looks like there's 2-2 there, I think. Let's see what they gave them. That was pretty close to 2-2, which still is not a 10-point difference. It's interesting. 11.
They've got a score of 11 to 4.
That was weird. It was 10-2. How did that 1 point? I don't get that one, but sometimes the officials see things differently than we. But this wasn't such a bad thing for Parmavir to go up from 90 kilos to 110. He's dominating this match right now. No, he's been. Excuse me, I've been getting these the colors wrong here. It looks like Baldej Mundi from Tanana is actually ahead, and each time I've been saying Mr. Dylan.
So that's the end of the first round. A match consists of 2 3-minute rounds, and they're going to have a 1-minute break here to take a bit of a breather and take some instruction from their coaches.
Suchaman and Guja Kerner are the coaches of Parmavir Dylan and Harji Bullen is coaching Baldej Mundi and Jesse Sahota. So sorry to Harjit and Jesse and as well to Baldej. I was actually scoring the points wrong here. But we got it in order now.
It's all straight now.
Yeah. Baldej Mundi is ahead 13-4. All he needs is 1 more point for superior decision over Parmavir Dylan.
Baljit's hoping to go on and wrestling at the Olympics.
He's a national placer, BC champion, Greco Roman national champion. He's got a lot of medals behind his name. We got two great coaches here. And they're battling away. Baltage Mundi is trying to get that last point there. He's from Tamanois.
And that may be it, Greg.
What happened?
I think the referees awarded a point for either
1
a
point?
caution point
All right,
or
1 point.
going out of bounds.
All right, so you're champion by superior decision.
Malji Bunde from Torontomus Secondary School.
There you go.
It's a pretty active match for 110 kilos.
Was very active. I'm really impressed, actually, with Baltic Mundi. A very nice physical specimen.
Definitely in great shape coming into this, and showed it on the mat with his 14-4 decision.
His one of his coaches. Harjeet Billen, a really strong wrestler himself, but also his children are Pan American medalists in weightlifting. So he's quite the sport pedigree in that family.
Definitely is.
All right, here we go.
We're back at 78 kilos on the male side.
This is the 2022 BC Provincial Championships, the 55th annual. Although we did lose 2021 due to COVID. We've got 78 kilos here. Got two tough wrestlers here in red. Rohit Bal from Tamanous. And in blue, we got Michael Gruel from WJ Mowat in Abbotsford. Here we go. He's the red around the ankle there. That is Rohit Bal with Tamanous. And he is coached by Paul Sahota and Aman Dillon. And you saw there in blue, Michael Gruel tried to do a leg trip there. Almost a foot sweep, but not quite.
Bit of hand action here to start, trying to gain a position to shoot.
There's 78 kilos here, and Michael Gruel with in blue, and he's got the all blue with a little black on his singlet. He's only grade 9. That's pretty big to be grade 9, 78 kilos. I wasn't that big until second year university. In fact, you've never been that big, Tom.
I can't say that I have. I'm still working on it.
I tried for a bit of a throw there, but nothing happened. That was Michael. Lots of action going on here.
And we're 1 minute through this 3-minute round.
I'm not sure. Actually, that was Rohit Bal.
Referee there just warning Michael to be a bit more active.
Now Rohit is trying to step in with his leg and hip and do a toss there. But Michael Gruel is having nothing with it. Just a bunch of underhooks, pushing it around, positioning here, trying to posture for a position of strength.
For someone so new to the sport, he's holding up quite well here against a much more seasoned opponent in Rohit Bal.
Here, we've got the refs talking to Michael Gruel, telling him to be a little more active. His coach is Sonny Dinsa and Rana Dinsa. And what have we got here? We got almost a takedown, but not quite. It appears Rohit Bal is keeping him off from gaining that position of strength, and actually no points scored here. Although they did go out of bounds, because they're on their knees, no points are scored. If they were standing, one wrestler, whoever stepped out first, would have a point scored against them. Oh, nice try for that. Oh, that's great. Grab that leg there. That's Michael Gruel grabbing the leg. And it looks like 1 point actually was scored to Rohit Bal. And there's a 2-point. He's up now 3-0. And no points, no back exposure there. It's 3-0. We've got about 34 seconds left in this first round, 78 kilos. In red is Rohit Bal, and in blue is Michael Gruel. Rohit in red is from Tamanous, and Michael Gruel is from WJ Mowat, and he is blue. He's actually wearing the blue and black, and Rohit Bal is the blue and white, but he's got a red anklet, as you can see.
Michael here trying to snap him down and go behind, but we're back on our feet again. So fairly close match for the first round.
Michael Gruel in blue. Well, now that's the end of the first round there, as you said, 3-0. Michael, who's up, or is down, 3-0. He hasn't lost this season. So he's really not been in a position where he's felt that, that he's in now, where he's really got to work this last round to score at least 4 points to win this match, or his undefeated season will become blemished.
Not where you want to end the season with here in the BC High Schools, but he's got plans to move on. So both these wrestlers want to take their effort here from the BC High School Championships and move on to the to the national championships.
And we saw Michael reach down to the mat, come up, towards his heart and up to the skies, giving blessings to the mat and hoping for the best.
Michael really coming out here aggressive in this
look
second
at this,
round.
Look at this. This could be a, what's this? Looks like they're probably going to give a 2 at least, and possibly another 2 for exposure. Let's see here. Yes, it looks like Rohit Bal is now up 5-0.
Just 2 points there for the takedown.
Just
Out
2.
of bounds.
Yeah. So we're start 2 minutes and or 30 seconds into this second round, and Rohit Bal from Tamaulipas is up 5-0 over Michael Gruo from WJ Moet.
Michael's going to have to get aggressive here. He's going to want to come out on the top side, but he's got his work cut out for him.
Now Michael's only in grade 9, and Rohit in with the red anklet. He's in grade 11. He's got a couple more years on him, and that's kind of showing right now in the score as well. But again, as a grade 9 and at this weight class and not having lost this year, that's pretty good.
That is pretty good.
And going around for that takedown, again, another 2 points for Rohit Bal. He's showing his experience pulling the wrestler down and scooting around behind and grabbing the 2 points.
And because there was no action once he got the takedown, the referee's going to stand them both up, and we'll start again on our feet. The interesting thing with Michael, he's not far off. Like, he's getting some
Look,
good
we're
attempts.
going for throw here. What's going to happen? Right to his back. Well, let's see what's happening here. I think it's over. They've actually, that was because it looked like 4 points they probably gave him. And now superior decision, 11-0 for the grade 11. Rohit Bal from Tamaulipas Secondary, coached by Paul Sahota and Amand Dillon, and your silver medalist Michael Gruo, grade 9-year-old. Good future for him. This is at 78 kilos. Michael Gruo, the silver medalist from WJ Moet.
And it was interesting there in that match. The attempts that he did make, he wasn't far off from actually scoring.
No,
so
it's true.
A little bit more experience, and he's going to be one to reckon with.
True, but that experience from Rohit Bal certainly came out. Superior decision, 11-0. Enough said.
Exactly.
All right, here we go.
And
We're at 63 kilos. Who's doing this one? Is this me or you, sir?
Oh, you
I
take
guess
it.
that's me. No, it's you. It's yours.
Well,
You take her
thanks.
away.
We got Tim Dow from Queen Elizabeth in the red. He's up against Yoon Kim from Terry Fox in the blue.
And this is Greg Edgelow, 1992 Olympian in Barcelona at 90 kilos. My colleague here, Tom Peterson, at 48 kilos, 1992 Olympics. Both of us SFU graduates, both of us national champions. We're here at the 2022 BC High School Wrestling Championships. It's now starting, 55th annual.
And it's all about these two athletes, Tim Dow and Yoon Kim, who are both excited to be on the mat for the finals of the BC High School Championships. Oh, we got Tim Dow in really quickly on a takedown. High crotch to a takedown, looking for a turn.
And Tim is from Queen Elizabeth Secondary. I was going to say Queen Elizabeth Theater, but Queen Elizabeth Secondary. He's up. What is he up right now? 4-0 already. That's a takedown and a turn. His coach is Simon Kissinger. School's there in Surrey. He's in red, up by 4.
Just 30 seconds in. Very active. Both wrestlers here looking for position. And we've got a throw here by Tim Dow. 2-point score. Now up 6-0 over his opponent from Terry Fox,
Well,
Yoon Kim.
Tim is actually not only a great physical specimen and a great athlete, he's also actually a scholar. He's a very well-accomplished scholar as well, a scholarship winner, scholarship finalist. He's, if he can put both those two together, that'd be great to carry on his career in university. Looking for a throw and a re-roll. It's probably a 4 and a 2, I bet. Let me guess, a 4 and a 2. Yes, it is. So we got 4 points. Now what's the score here, Tom?
We've got it's 8-4 for Tim Dow.
In red.
After that last exchange.
And Yoon Kim is from Terry Fox Secondary. He's coached by Doug Corbett.
Another long-time
Craig Geddes.
wrestling coach.
Yep, and former BC Wrestling president. So we have a bit of a scramble here. He's trying to throw, and it looks like Yoon Kim is trying to get a throw, and Tim Dow has actually reversed him to get on top and scored 2, and he almost had a fall there.
Now takes a 10-4 lead over Kim from Terry Fox.
This could go either way. It's back and forth is really close. I see Yoon Kim is taking a lot of chances to try and score. High risk, high reward, but also it is risky.
Both athletes here in grade 12, so this could be their final match of their high school season.
And this is 63 kilos.
Tim
Oh,
Dow
look at
in
that
on
power. Look at that
in
power.
on a high crotch.
Oh, he's almost got to throw. If he puts his hips in and pushes, if he pushes hard, there we go. There's 2. Oh, and a re-roll. And a re-roll. Oh, it's really close to a fall. He does not want that. What's the score there,
It's 12
Tom?
to 6 for Tim Dow.
I told you this is back and forth. He's taking these chances and these risks, and that's what you need to do. But often you do come out on the wrong end. Right now, it looks like Tim Dow's ahead 12 to 6, eh? Tim is in red. He's from Queen Elizabeth Secondary, and Yoon Kim in blue from Terry Fox Secondary.
One of our more active matches so far, Greg. 18 points scored between the two athletes.
This is our highest score that we've had so far. But both of them were going for it. Lots of tries and throws and takedowns. Very active.
Well, there's a lot on the line here. So as the BC High School Championship, you generally get to go on to the National Championships in March.
Well, both of them are worthy. Both of them are putting it all on the line. They're leaving nothing to chance here, and they're both trying to get as many points as they can. This is their final year, their final match in grade 12.
Yoon Kim wants to go on and wrestle at Simon Fraser University after he's finished his high school career.
He certainly does, but right now it's halftime, and in between the 2 3-minute periods, and at this point, as Tim Dow is up 12 to 6 over Yoon Kim. And Tim is in red, and he is coached by Simon Kissinger. Yoon Kim in blue. He's coached by Craig Geddes and Doug Corbett. And Mini Corbett. Is that a little Doug Corbett? I don't know. It says Mini Corbett here.
And we're back to the action.
There we
Greg.
go. That could be Kayleen Corbett. I see another name here.
That could be it, yes.
Yes. But he calls her Mini Corbett. I'm assuming that's who it is. Okay, we're starting second round.
Down to
Second
our
period.
Second period, 3 minutes to go to crown the BC High School champion at 63 kilos.
I'm saying it's a toss-up. I don't know what's going to happen here. We had so many points scored, so many chances.
It's going to come down to who's got the stamina and who wants it more. With all that action in the first round, let's see what they have left here in the second.
What we do know is Yoon Kim is not afraid to throw. He's not afraid to take chances. And those are hallmark of a champion, current or future. And right now, Yoon is trying to trap that leg and pull his arm out and maybe score. Oh, he's got to watch that knee. The referee's got to watch the knee. Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. Oh, no. I was saying they got to watch the knee. Something happened there. But it's the shoulder. As the shoulder might have got it. As you've seen, he had to get his shoulder out, and he might have. Let's just see if he's dislocated that shoulder or not. I hope not. As we said, this was anybody's, and if you take chances, and Kim Yu was taking a chance there and trying to throw, and look what happens.
Hopefully with a bit of rest here, he'll be back on his feet, but we'll see what the medical staff has to say.
I was saying the referee's got to watch both the knee and that shoulder there. You got to watch in those situations.
Just going through a number of checks here with the medical team. Hopefully he's going to be okay, and we'll get back to wrestling. Hate to see anyone, Greg, have to bow out after after a period and a bit, especially when they're up by 6 points.
Let's see what happens.
He's back on his feet.
So they might give a point, 1 point to blue. They might give that. Let's just see what happens there, because that is a potential. You know what, the fact is, if he can lift his arm up like that, he can wrestle. It may not feel good. I remember wrestling in matches where my coach actually taped my arm to my body, and all I could do is basically move my wrist.
Doesn't make it easy to wrestle in this sport, but he's got his, looks like he's okay. He's gonna.
So did they give him a point? Technically, they should have given a point to blue. Well, maybe it's maybe because they really were in a neutral position somewhat, but still.
Well, Tim Dow was on the leg there, so he was, despite Kim Yoon having a chance to throw him there, both wrestlers were in the scoring position.
Let's just see if he tries to hold out in the rest of the match. Actually, they got to put the score on there, or the period. Oh, there we go.
Okay, we've got 2 minutes and 16 seconds left here to go in the second round. Tim Dow in the red is up 12-6 over Yoon Kim from Terry Fox.
This could be really motivational for Kim Yoon.
One thing that Tim Dow has on his side is that this sport, his adrenaline is going to be pumping, so that's going to.
Well, I could which didn't mean anything, but, but there's a 4-point take.
And Tim Dow's got him in a position. Oh, we've got
he
escape
almost
here
could
by.
have got behind. He could have gone behind.
Kim.
Could have been. Now what's our score there, Tom?
14-6.
For?
We gave 2 points to Tim Dow for that last exchange.
All right. So Tim Dow, 14-6. He's in red, and he is from Queen Elizabeth Theater. In blue is Yoon Kim from Terry Fox. I guess that didn't affect Tim Dow. That small injury there. He's scored another 2 points. The next one, that should have been motivational for Kim Yoon to really push it.
I think it's the adrenaline just pumping through his veins right now. You know, he knows he only has a minute left here to go, so he's going to put everything into it.
You know what?
To
You
winning
could
this
score
match.
6, 7 points easily in that short period of time, the way these two have been going at it. 20 points between the two of them.
Official warning both athletes here to wash the fingers.
They're looking pretty tired. Both of them are gassed. It might be. I think it's looking like Tim Dow has maybe a little bit more in the tank right now than Kim Yun.
Well, he's doing a good job just controlling his opponent and not allowing Yoon Kim to, you know, shoot or do anything from that position.
Again, just kudos to Tim Dow, who's in the lead here. He seems to be quite the not only a great athlete, but also in school. He's a captain of the school team. He's a finalist with a number of scholarships, so he's a scholar athlete.
Both these guys have a great future ahead.
Yeah, he's a kid you want to recruit at your university.
Definitely.
A leader and a scholar and an athlete.
And the work ethic to go with it.
Exactly.
Which you need.
And we're almost there. We go. That's the end.
And your winner from Queen Elizabeth Secondary School in Surrey, Tim Dow in the red over Yoon Kim from Terry Fox in the blue.
Congratulations to Tim Dow and his coach, Simon Kissinger. But also, you know, great job of this young, well, not a young athlete, but young compared to us, but this great 12er, Yoon Kim from Terry Fox. And the coaches there, Craig Geddes and Doug Corbett, and Minnie Corbett.
And Tim's also coached by another longtime wrestler, Arjun Gill.
Oh, yes.
Great job there for both those athletes.
He's got a number of people in his corner helping him out. Aso Palani, Simon Kissinger, Sukan Shahal, Arjun Gill. I think also saw Susa Man over there as well. I tell you, they got the who's who in that corner.
And it definitely helped him today in this match.
Could have gone. Okay, here we go, Tom. 55th annual BC School Sport Championships 2022 here at the Pacific Coliseum. We haven't talked about that. This great venue here at Pacific Coliseum. First time.
Excellent venue, and we'll get back to that in a second, but first we've got Anna Gick from Prince of Wales in the red. She's up against Mira Bata from John Oliver in the blue.
All right.
Now this is a wonderful venue. You know, great to be here in Vancouver and to be at a Coliseum that has so much history, whether it's concerts, hockey games, or any other event that they've had here. This place has been around for a long time, and it's great to finally have a strong competition like the BC Championships in a venue like this.
Well, there's about 400 athletes. As we're talking right now, we can see that Mira Bata is trying to score, go behind, and Anna Gick has got her arm stopping her from getting control. But this is the 55th annual BC High School Championships, and it's actually being put on by BC School Sports. That's why we have this great venue, and 2 points are scored. First off, for Mira Bata, this is 64-kilo women division, and she's got 2-0 lead over Anna Gick of Prince of Wales. Anna's in red, 2 minutes left.
Mira is coached by Frank Menshaw and Jess Tong, while Anna is coached by Alyssa Croker and Cecile.
Yeah, there you go. Now they're back up. Minute and 45 seconds left, 2-0. We have right now for Mira Bata. It looks like Mira was second at the provincials in 2020.
The last time we had a provincial championship due to COVID.
Yes. Let's see if I can find that information on her. That was at 64 this year.
And she's going to pick up a few more points here, waiting for the referees to award it. She's got another 2 points, so it takes a 4-0 lead over Anna Gick from Prince of Wales.
And Anna was fourth at 60 kilos in 2020. It's another 2 points, or the first 2 points there. It's 4-2 now for Mira Bata in blue over Anna Gick in red. Anna's from Prince of Wales. Mira's from John Oliver. And nothing happened. They're brought back up.
We're 2 minutes through this first round. A wrestling match consists of 2 3-minute rounds with a 1-minute break in between for the athletes to take a breather and get some instruction from their coaches.
And if from standing position you actually take someone down to the mat, to their stomach, that's 2 points. But if you take them down from standing position, they land on their back, that's 4 points. When you're on top of them, when you've already scored your points and control them, if you turn their back towards the mat and expose it, that's another 2 points there. And if you, for a fraction of a second, place both their shoulder blades are back on the mat, you're holding it down, that's a pin, winning automatically.
We haven't seen too many of those pins today. Most of the matches decided by points.
I don't know what you've been watching, Tom, but I saw a few of them.
They must have been on other mats, Greg, but I don't think we've had any. Oh, actually, that's not true. We did have one earlier.
Yeah, we have seen a few on either side of us.
Yeah.
There's 3 mats going here at the Pacific Coliseum. First time provincials at the Pacific Coliseum. Can't even say it. But it is hosted by the BC School Sports. They are helping fund this, in fact, funding this championship. So it's halftime here, 3 minutes left. 1 minute break, up 4-2 is Mira Bata in blue over Anna Gick in red.
I really like Mira's advice to anyone starting out in wrestling. The match isn't over until the time runs out, so keep on wrestling. That's actually good for life.
Yeah. Well, on top of that, and what Anna says is stick with it, though, and enjoy the ride, even if it's hard.
And this sport, there's no easy way to the finals, and both these girls have had to fight their way to the championship match. So we're back for round number 2. 3 more minutes to go with a 4-2 score for Mira Bata over Anna Gick from Prince of Wales.
And Mira's trying to scoot around and score, but Anna's got her arm there. It's controlling it. And once Mira gets behind, and if Anna lets go, that'll be 2 points. But Anna's still got the arm, and she's still controlling the arm. There's no full control. Now there it is. There's your 2 points for Mira Bata in blue. And she's got a good control of the match, 4-2, but that's only 1 takedown to the back. That's still anyone's game here.
Still a lot of time left in this.
This is 64 kilos.
Match.
As I mentioned, Anna was 4th in 2020 at 60 kilos. So she's gone up one weight class. Oh, look at this, looking for a double leg takedown. Anna Gick is trying, but great defense by Mira Bata. She's putting her weight on, putting hips in, pushing the head down, and she's actually going for a takedown, a counter. But now Anna's got, good defense here and put her hips in, put the weight down.
That would have took a lot of energy, and unfortunately no points scored. So hopefully Anna still has something left in the tank here for the last couple of minutes of this match. Both wrestlers looking a little bit cautious here. Trying to fight for hand control.
We got a minute and 40 seconds left. Mira Bata is up 6-2. She's in blue. Anna Gick is red. Blue's just kind of holding on, but pulling her down now. She's going to try and scoot around and score those points. That's just scored most of her points. There we go. There's 2.
Another 2.
I kind of felt that that Anna let that go a little too easy. I think she's getting pretty tired there. She's now down 8-2. She's got a long battle uphill. That's one takedown to the back and one turn. That still can happen fairly quickly in this. Look at that. She's if she can get around, she's almost there. She keeps moving her legs around. She's got to keep moving. But Mira's not giving up. She's not letting that happen. She's a tough cookie there in blue. Mira Bata from John Oliver.
Fighting hard, just staying on those legs, not
She's
allowing her
strong.
opponent to go behind.
She's strong. They've got a weightlifting coach that helps them out with their strength training, working for Blast Off Athletics, founded by Robert Esme, Olympic gold medalist in 100 meters. Olympic gold medalist in the 4x100 for Canada in '96 Olympics.
And all that weight training obviously paying off for Mira. She's doing a fairly good job of holding off her opponent.
Did they blow the whistle there? What's going on here? I think see Anna is
just a bit of a warning. So 21 seconds to go here for the 64 kilogram class.
I'm not sure Anna has it in her, but she's still taking that. She does. She's still taking that last shot. But I saw this counter coming. This is potentially a fall, and Mira's looking for that fall. She's trying to control the legs, spread that out, and get the shoulders down. But Anna Gick's not going to give up, and that's time, and that's good. Anna did not give up that takedown, and your winner at 64 kilos in blue from John Oliver is Mira Bata, a score of 10-2.
Another hard-fought match, and obviously went to the stronger wrestler on the day.
Well, it was nice to see Anna, even though she was down by 8 points, did not give up that fall. She was going to fight to the end, and look at that great what's that called when you're hugging each other?
Camaraderie.
Camaraderie? What? Camaraderie?
That's what I said.
Not camaraderie. That's when you're like teammates.
Well, you can still have that as opponents depending on who you're wrestling.
Yeah, but there's another word for it, Tom. We're both old and we're trying to find that word. Sportsmanship.
Sportsmanship. There
That's
you go.
the word I was looking for. All right. Let's see.
We're going to take a break for the next medal presentation and be back for the 54 men's division coming up next.
All right.
sure how to pronounce that, so we'll listen to that right now.
Here we go. Here we get started. 2022 BC Provincial High School Championships, 55th annual at the Pacific Coliseum in Vancouver. My colleague here, 1992 Olympian, 48 kilos. Here we go. Eric Ulander in blue, 54 kilos against Caleb Scaliano, or Scaiana, in red. Oh, right away we got points.
A 2-point
Scored here.
takedown.
2 points in red, another 2 for exposure. Caleb Scaiana. And do we have a reversal? No reversal yet. We've just our view is a little bit impeded here by the coaches, but it's still now 4-0, and looks like an escape there, but no points for escape here in freestyle wrestling. Oh, they actually stopped, thinking that the referee blew a whistle. What is going on here? Another 2 points. I actually thought blue scored some points there, but it's actually 6-0 now.
8-1.
8-1.
Eric from Vancouver College and Caleb from Lake City Secondary.
This is 54 kilos, and in red, actually, Caleb Scaiana was first of the provincials and second in the past. He's coached by Tyler Ian.
And in again with the takedown to his opponent's back, so that could be the.
That might be it. That's probably 4 points. That 2. That should be. We got one more point. It's 10-1. A 10-point spread is superior decision. I think he's gonna get 2 right here. There you go. That's it. That's the end of the match. Yeah. It's going to be 13-1. Superior decision in red at 54 kilos. Caleb Scaiana from Lake City Secondary, Williams Lake.
And despite both athletes being in grade 11, Caleb, with 9.5 years of wrestling experience, so that definitely showed in this match today.
Oh, definitely. He is a former provincial champion as well. And he's actually in great shape. He kind of looks like you when you were wrestling.
Well, thanks. I think that's a compliment.
It is.
Both wrestlers obviously had to battle their way to get to these championships, and being in grade 11, they still have one more year ahead of them to either go for it again or come up with a different outcome.
Definitely. Yeah, that was a fast match, very fast match. But that, again, that was Caleb Scaiana from Lake City Secondary, Williams Lake, winning superior decision 13-1 over Eric Ulander in blue from Vancouver College. So great on those 2 athletes. Mike Roselli helps to, coaches Eric and Tyler Ian for Caleb. So here we go. We're just going to break. There's a few more matches going on. This is the 2022 BC High School Provincial Championships, 55th annual from the Pacific Coliseum in Vancouver.
And we'll be back in a few minutes after the next medal
presentation. We want to thank, actually, BC School Sports for their organization of these school sports here. Dr. Martin Gleave as well.
It's been a really well-run tournament so far, and they've done a great job getting the venue and really, working with the volunteers like Ian McDonald, Jim Mitchell, putting on a wonderful event.
And we've had other sponsors here like Ani, Tourism Vancouver, BC School Sports, and we appreciate the ability to use this venue here with the Pacific Coliseum. Thank you. Okay, Tom Peterson, 48 kilos at the 92 Olympics for Canada. My colleague here at the 2022 BC High School Wrestling Championships, 55th annual. Thank you, BC High School Sports, BC School Sports for helping put this on. We have our final match here at 60, what is it here? It's 60 kilos, and we're getting ready for this. This is Greg Edgelow, 92 Olympian for Canada. Happy to be here at these championships at the Pacific Coliseum. First time here.
First time, and hopefully many more years to come. We've got Eve Maxwell from Salmon Arm in the red.
And this is the final match.
It is the final match of this competition. And Beatrice Cornell from Mount Douglas Secondary in Victoria in the blue.
I have a feeling that one of these two might be the outstanding athletes. I don't know why, because they're holding off a little bit. We're going to be the final match here, you and I, the final match of the 2022 BC High School Wrestling Championships, unless there's a quick pin.
Hopefully not. Hopefully we'll have a good strong match here, and that'll go the distance.
It looks like actually they're doing a little bit of surgery on somebody here.
While they're doing that, we can talk a little bit about the athletes themselves.
Sure.
So Eve Maxwell, a 2018 fourth place finisher, multi-time finisher for her in the provincial championships. And in 2020, she came first at the War on the Floor.
Well, she's going up against Beatrice Cornell from Mount Douglas. She's grade 11, so Eve has a lot more, I would say a lot more experience based on when I see her placings. We got the match started now, and you can see with the red anklet, oh, look at this, oh, going for the fall right away in red. Eve Maxwell with all that experience from Salmon Arm. That's actually near where I grew up. I grew up in Vernon. So look at that. This is great. She's got her in the front, head, and arm. And I told you, unless we had a fall, that we would see this be the last match. But I think if he's over here, we can see a fall on this side here. I'm saying that's a fall right now. What are you saying there? Looks like a fall to me.
Can't quite call it with the coaches in the way, but
I've got a clear
looking pretty
view.
close, Greg.
I think he should be on this side here, not that side, looking at the feet. He should be looking at the head. But let's see. Could you imagine if there was a re-roll, how she would feel, how Eve would feel? She's got this pinning position here, but Beatrice is not giving up.
No,
and look at this.
Holy smokes, she's almost out.
Oh, watch that head, watch that head.
Oh.
She is working hard, and they're going to call a fall, I think. I think they're going to call it. No, but what would she do if she got re-rolled? Look at her work, That neck is being contorted and twisted, and I think that Eve just had to give that up. But wow, what a fight. 2-0 only after all that for Eve Maxwell from Salmon Arm in red.
That would have took a lot of energy to get out of this. So kudos to Beatrice for.
I'm going to be honest. If you're going to watch those tapes, I think she's given up a lot of energy and holding her down. And but look at this. Look at that. She's not giving up. Crossface here. Did you see that crossface? That was quite the crossface. She scored 2 points. It's now 4-0. Did the ref say, hey, be careful with that?
I think they did. They still awarded the 2 points, so it's, as you said, 4-0 with a minute left in the first round.
And Beatrice, although grade 11, 1 year younger, looks pretty strong. She's going for a throw. That is so close, so close. If she kicks her hips in, she has to watch her own back and get scored on. But she's not letting that go. She's going to try and get those points. And look at that. She's trying again. She's going to keep driving. She looks a little heavier than Eve. But she's trying. Oh, now Eve's got the points. She's got the control now. And she's got 2 points. It's now going to be 6-0. But you know what? Beatrice has not given up. Beatrice in the light blue.
It was a good attempt, but not quite enough to get her opponent over, unfortunately.
Beatrice Cornell in the light blue there, and also she's the blue athlete. Eve has got the darker blue, but she's also got the red anklet.
No.
And I think they're stopping. Usually you don't see the coach the ability to stop the match like that, but let's see what's going on.
Eve is a multi-sport athlete. Not only is she a championship wrestler. She's also in rugby, which is another one of those sports that actually goes quite well with wrestling. Very complementary sports.
Yeah, we've seen a number of female athletes transition from wrestling into rugby and vice versa. Dory Yates, Doug Yates' daughter, was a national team. Obviously, she was an Olympic, youth Olympic gold medalist and world medalist and Canadian champion in wrestling, but also on the national team in rugby in the past.
Officials here just reviewing the last bit of action.
It doesn't look like they've changed the score, but both these two are really strong athletes.
And both plan to go on to university afterwards. Eve has already been accepted to the University of Calgary and will be wrestling out of the program there with the Dinosaurs.
Oh, wow. Good on her. She's going to do well.
And hoping to pursue environmental law.
Great. That's an area to go.
And not to be outdone, Beatrice is hoping to go on to post-secondary and get a degree in math or engineering or join the military. So both these athletes have big futures ahead of them.
Well, she could join the military and get her education.
She could.
And wrestle.
Lots of opportunities for these athletes.
So it looks like the scores has not changed. Still 6-0, 20 seconds left. 6-0 for Eve Maxwell. She's out of Salmon Arm. As I was telling you, Salmon Arm actually is not, it's actually about an hour from Vernon where I grew up. Look at this, another throw, 4 points, out of bounds, that's it. That's the match, 10-0. It's done. It's done. And she's happy. I don't think that Beatrice really recognized yet what actually happened. 10-0, superior decision. Eve Maxwell, grade 12, finishing off her career with a superior decision. What a great athlete. Going to Calgary next year. She's going to be a future national team member.
Oh, for sure. Looks really good out there. Controlled most of the match and deserved the win. Great.
She did. This kind of concludes. This was the second last match going on. We got one left, but it's not ours. This was the 2022 BC High School Wrestling Championships put on by BC School Sports, the 55th annual. My colleague, Tom Peterson, 1992 Olympian, 48 kilos. Thank you, Tom, for all your help today.
It's been my pleasure, Greg. Excellent to work with you, and hopefully we'll have many more championships to come at this great venue in the future.
Maybe about 20 more.
20 more. Hopefully we'll still be around and in shape.
I will be. We're going to be close to 80, but that's okay. Nice talking to you. Thank you very much, everyone, for having us here, and we're signing off. BC High School Championships 2022. Thanks, Tom.